Hello children, motion, class 9, subject science, chapter 8 and this is the part 5. So in the previous class we have studied to solve an unknown quantity in an equation, right? So we know the three equations of motion using which you can find the unknown quantity. So in today's class, let us study about uniform circular motion. So circular motion in daily lives. So things are moving with circular motion or demonstrating cyclical behavior all around us. So the earth circles the sun and the moon circles the earth. So these are the two examples that we see in our daily lives, right? So what do you understand by circular motion? A motion in which a body moves along a circular path is called the circular motion. Okay, so whenever a body is moving in a circular path, then that body is having circular motion. Okay, so what do you understand by uniform circular motion? So when an object is moving in a circular path with uniform speed is said to be uniform circular motion. Okay, do you understand this, children? So whenever a body is moving in a circular path, then it is called circular motion. Then when an object is moving in a circular path with uniform speed, then it is called as uniform circular motion. So during a uniform circular motion, see what happens for a velocity vector. Okay, so you have got the magnitude as well as the direction, right? So now, for a uniform circular motion, the magnitude of the velocity vector, that is, the speed remains constant, whereas the direction changes every moment. Okay, so we know that the uniform circular motion means which is traveling with a uniform speed, right? So the object must move in a uniform speed, right? Whereas the direction changes for the uniform circular motion. Okay, so since it is moving in a circular path, okay, so it has to keep changing its direction every moment. Okay, so the rate of change of velocity is what? Acceleration, as we have already studied about the acceleration, right? And the uniform circular motion is a case of accelerated motion. Now, centripetal force. So what do you mean by centripetal force? So to understand the centripetal force, I have just taken an example here. So take a piece of thread and tie a small piece of stone at one of its end. Okay, so at one end what happens? You have to tie a small piece of stone and other end has to be held by you. Okay, and you have to rotate it. So what happens when you leave that thread? So in which direction will it go? In which direction will the stone go? It goes tangential to the body's movement. Okay, so how? It moves like this. Okay, a straight line, that is called tangential. So the stone moves along a straight line tangential to the circular path. So this is because once the stone is released, so what happens? It continues to move along the direction it has been moving at that instant. So at this particular instant, what happens? The stone is moving from like this to here, right? So what happens when you leave when you leave that stone at that moment means it keeps moving in that straight line. Therefore, it is moving tangential to the circular path. Okay, so now what do you understand by centripetal force? So it is the force that pulls or pushes an object towards the center of a circle as it travels. Okay, so the force that causes an object to move in a circle is called centripetal force. And what is the direction? It is always perpendicular to an object's motion and towards the center of the circle for uniform motion. Is it clear, children? So this is one of the example of circular motion. A moon goes around the earth in nearly a circular path. Okay, we know that the earth revolves around the sun, right? So now the moon also goes around the earth and it takes about a month to go once around the earth. Okay, so to keep it in this path, we need a centripetal acceleration, and this is provided by Earth's gravitational pull of the moon. Okay, so here the gravitational force is the thing. Gravitational force is the centripetal force in this example. Is it clear, children? So formula to find the velocity. So we know that the velocity is given by what? Distance by time taken. Right? So we know that the circumference of a circle is given by 2 pi r, where if the time is t seconds, then velocity is given by, so what is the distance it is traveling? It is traveling the circle, right? So the circumference is given by distance. So 2 pi r divided by t. So if the diameter is given, then it is replaced by d. Therefore, we know that d, that is diameter, is equals to 2 times the radius. Therefore, velocity is given by v is equals to pi into d divided by t. Is it clear, children? Where the pi value is 22 by 7. Okay, that is the constant. You cannot change the pi value. Pi value is already fixed and its value is 22 by 7. So what did we learn in this video? We have studied about the circular motion definition, right? And uniform circular motion, and we have studied about the centripetal force. So review questions. So these are the few questions that you have to answer. Please pause the video and then try to answer all these questions. Thank you, children.